What's his name? Hooters?
Hooters. So he's like, hey, this is kind of up your alley. I don't want the darn thing. Not many people do. We are gonna save this old girl, Ford's biggest failure, other than the electric Mustang, the Mach-E. This is a 1959 Edsel. We were really hoping for something different. I'm getting very tired of inline sixes.
We're tucked over here.
Oh, it's in gear, for sure.
Or it's stuck.
Good.
Oh, I don't think it's worth us putting fuel in this tank.
Oh. Well, we just figured everything out, boys and girls.
Yep. Yep.
So, because Grady's such a good parts guy, we got him a present.
What's his name? Hooters?
Hooters.
Thanks, Grady.
Yeah.
Who's that Pokemon? We snore.
Welcome back to We Find Things. People let us know that they're going to the junkyard and we have to help out a little bit. So if you look right next to this vehicle that I'll talk about here in a second, this is a little scrap area of someone's house. So we were contacted from a buddy of mine and said, hey, I got a car for you guys, because they were getting rid of it to send it to the junkyard / didn't want it anymore, and they basically just gave it to me. So he's like, hey, this is kind of up your alley. I don't want the darn thing. Not many people do. We don't want it, so here you go. Here's a vehicle for you so it doesn't go to the scrapyard. So, you know, knowing us, we heard scrapyard and we're like, that's what we call the yard now. We are gonna save this old girl, which this old girl is Ford's biggest failure. And the whole time, other than the electric Mustang, the Mach-E, that's the biggest failure, if we're being honest. But this was the second biggest failure. This is a 1959 Edsel, not Ford Edsel, not Mercury Edsel, not even a Lincoln Edsel. It's just an Edsel. It's its own company. Quick, brief, very quick, so I don't have to talk so much. So back then, Ford had Ford, Mercury, Lincoln, and Continental. This was their ploy to try to have a car between Ford and Mercury. Long story short, it failed because in 1957/58 there was a recession. These were kind of expensive. Nobody understood why they were the same almost price as a Mercury, and then they just gave up on them. And that being said, the 58s were terrible. They had a push button automatic. Didn't work worth a darn. So they already had a bad rep after the first year, and then this year just got uglier, and then they got uglier, and then they got uglier, and then they just went out of business. In I think 1960, they were around for a couple short months, and then they ended their production. No more Edsel, no more company named after his son, because I think his son was kind of corrupt. I don't know. You guys can put the Ford history down below. Hypothetically, this is a Ford, for being honest, and or Mercury Montclair or whatever. The only reason why we wanted it, let's step around to the side. You see that? What is that? It's a coupe. No, it's a two-door hardtop. So these both come down, so you can have a big old no, it doesn't. This is a post, isn't it? Oh, no! Oh. So that doesn't go down, so that's not cool, but it's a two-door. Sorry, four-door guys. We can, let's cut the post out. So sorry, four-door guys. Two doors are still superior in my eyes, and will be forever until I die, which might be today. Okay, walk around the old girl quick. We haven't looked at it too heavily. Luckily, it's not pretty. This is definitely an Iowa car its whole life. So it fits the quota because there's no front floor pan really. And the door, oh my gosh, dude. Look at that.
Oh no.
So we've got a Bluetooth floor door. She's perfect. Otherwise, inside, it's not terrible.
Does it look like
Look
somebody tried to fix it?
Did someone just riveted something on there?
Oh no.
Nobody saw that. She is a 3 on the tree. She's gonna be sporty. Alex doesn't know how to drive that. Back seat has tons of room. So somebody probably lost their card back there. Family friendly. Rocker panel gone. Quarter panel. fully there. This is a Ranger, by the way. This was like the second tier of the goods. Corsair or something like, what was it? What was the highest option? Oh, there you go, I was right. The Corsair was the highest option. This was a medium option. We got a bungee cord trunk. Oh, the only way to have fuel next, by the way. This side is somebody cut apart their garage door and tried to save the fender well. We only have two nuts. As you see, tires are gone. A little bit of a premeditated experience here. We ordered all the tires, which is great. This side's very bad. This passenger side's gone. This side's, I think, way better. Oh, nope. Let's open this pig up. So this is, we were really hoping for something different. I'm getting very tired of inline sixes. Oh, not in the carburetor, please. But here we are. This is either a 223 or a 292. We're gonna pray it's a 292 because this is a very large vehicle. I was really hoping it was the rare Edsel engine, which is like a 428 with a weird W head, and that ain't gonna happen. We got it for free, kind of, not really. Yeah, it's an inline six. So we know how to work on it. We know the timing will be off because every inline six we've done is timing's off. And it's almost all original. Look at that. Thought process being is we're just gonna send it. We're just gonna dig right in. And I think what we're gonna do is pull some plugs, take a look at the plugs, see how bad they are, and check them out. If they're good, we're gonna shove them back in the motor because I wanna have as least amount of money in this as possible because I don't think these are very expensive cars. So if you want an Edsel, cat got the old tongue. If you want this specific Edsel, hit us up, email us, and we probably won't email you back. In time we will. The guy behind the camera is slow at emailing. He only knows how to type right. We'll send a pigeon to drop off the title. We've got a good radiator hose, so that's good. We've got a new cap. Is there anything in there? We have no coolant. Well, shucks. That's a little sad. Didn't bring those. 1 and 8, or sorry, 1 and 6 is missing.
You just wish you had
I wish this was a 390. Sludge Master. And also Alex's favorite, a single. We've got minimal parts for this thing because just look at it. And we got a set time and a set budget, and we've got a little bit of a trip on our hands to get home. And she's got to make it home because we brought the best vehicle in the fleet, the Cummins powered Ford. The only way to make a 390 good is to get rid of it and put a Cummins in it. Okay guys, let's get on this, let's stop talking, and let's have a good time with it. First thing we're gonna do here is set up a camera for the hood because I always forget to do that. But second thing is tires are gone and they're at the point of actual boom boom, and these are not bias splice, so we don't trust them. We trust the older ones. But so plan is we've got this gentleman. That's my dad. He is he's up here with the Transit to take these in to get them you know, new tires put on. Super fortunate to have somewhat close to home, but he traveled up here and is going to take them in for us because we got a day and a half on this old girl, and we're going to make her happen. And so Evil Knievel is getting ready to do a jump. Oh, the chain broke. Oh no. He's a nuisance. Oh, worked great.
We're tucked over here.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Okay, the suspension travel in this vehicle though, dude, it's just asking for some.
It wants to go off-roading.
Yeah, look at the suspension travel in the front. What is that, like 10 inches? This is a rock crawler, boys and girls.
Oh my gosh.
If this had lockers in the back, Moab, Utah, here we come with the old Edsel. I can see this car falling on us.
Those spin freely?
Oh yeah, she's
How are these lines looking?
So the good news is I've got the rubber lines. The steel lines look incredibly bad.
Seeing how the body is, so.
We've got our work cut out for us.
All right, John.
See you next year.
You want to cheer? Grow wings?
Dude, that thing looks sick like that. So we're thinking we're gonna put 32s on it.
Wouldn't fit.
Bro's a hater. All right, guys. We got a nice piece of technology following me around. Here's the situation in the engine bay. Can't see it. But we're gonna have another camera rolling on that. Okay, so what's going on here is that we've got an unknown engine. We've got unknown if it works, unknown anything. The guaranteed part is that carburetor's been open for all of existence, and it's a glass bowl. Good news is I've worked on a lot of glass bowls in my day. Bad news is we don't know when this is ran last. We've got an AC Delco radiator hose with a UPC made in the USA. So nothing's been made in the USA for a long time. So we're gonna guess probably early 2000s on that one. That being said, we got a Gates belt, older than dirt. The best thing we can do now is just open up the distributor, take a gander at the points, and see what we got going on there. I think well, it's off the ground, so let's see if it rotates. Yeah. Oh, it's in gear for sure. Or it's stuck. Good. Oh, so let's start tearing into this old fella. Tell me it's full.
There's a lot of fluid in there.
Do you think after the FC we're just? You think the Lord gave us something easy? No way. Go press that pedal. No way we got this lucky. Oh, no, we did not get that lucky. There's nothing happening there. So we were really praying when we came here that we didn't have to use this guy. But
You don't need brakes, got manual.
Ready to rock. Yep. That sounds sparky.
oh yeah, we got something going on. Do it again. Good. Did you hear the blower fan?
Yeah, the blower started working.
All right, this is gonna get super easy. I gotta check the firing order and check your spark plugs, and then we'll be good to go. Dude, I can guarantee yours a freeze plug bad. Well, we're, boys and girls, we're just gonna let her rip on what we got in here. I'm sure it can't be that bad. They don't look awful, they're not old.
You give your kids listening right here. You gotta put that mom right in there.
Oh dude, she was running rich. What if I said, come get your boy? Maybe this will be the best running car we got. They didn't fiddle. They're just fiddlers. I can't believe this coil's good. This might be the OG coil, dude. I'll tell you what, they don't make them like they used to. So our goal here is to not get anything for the back brakes so we can do brake stands with an inline six. I'm gonna give you guys some education even though you didn't ask for it. Basically, summarizing before I even talk, old parts, much better than new parts. Starter solenoid, this is the second original one we played with. Works great. That Falcon was the first one. Starter, I mean, it turned over, which is crazy. Original equipment. FC, last week, it worked flawlessly, even after I turned it into a nuclear bomb, because how much I cranked on it. Coil, got lucky again. We on that old 50s Chevy, we had the same coil. We didn't even change it out. Now, fuel pumps, yeah, those are terrible. Anything with liquids in them kind of just doesn't work right. But otherwise, just crazy how these old parts kind of stayed tough over the years. But it goes hand in hand with all the Chinese and all the made in Japan and all that stuff. So the goal of doing this is get that. Oh, it spit on me, dude.
Spit on that dang.
Ready? Oh. The nice thing about this glass bowl is I can see if it's going in there or not. Oh, she's getting lubricated. See it? Look at it fill.
Yeah.
Oh, the float's going up.
Bro is watching you.
Oh, the squirter. Okay.
Turn her over.
Yep, start it up. Nah, dude. She sounds unhappy. Go ahead again. Fuel pump's gone.
Oopie.
And it has one hellacious exhaust leak like usual. It's definitely one of our vehicles, isn't it?
Sadly, I did.
So one good thing about all these old Fords, they had a little dealy thingamabobber to let out all the juice, or let out all the fuel. This is a small tank. Dude, this tank is tiny for how big this car is. I'm gonna take that little plug out, put some fuel in the booty hole, and see how much nastiness comes out. And then I'm gonna put our air pump that usually we pump up tires with to the other side up by the fuel pump and blow out the line. So process, plan, bingo. All right, awesome. Here we go. Hey, varnish came out. It's red. Wow. I don't think that pickup sock's gonna be. I don't think it's worth us putting fuel in this tank. If the fuel looks like this, I can't imagine the pickup sock looks much better. But I mean, we can try it. I'm all for sending it. It could have been submerged, so it might be okay. All right, Ford gurus, tell me. I think this is a Ford 9-inch, but I might be mistaken. Let me know in the comments. It could be an 8-inch, but it looks like a big old 9-inch, which is phenomenal. Not that we're ever gonna put a lot of horsepower to the car, but you never know what we could do with a Ford 9-inch. So here's what we think happened. So whenever the going got tough on the car, they gave up on it. They started working on it, and then they figured out, oh, the fuel pump's bad. That takes a little bit more work than usual. Oh, the master cylinder's bad. That takes a little bit more work than usual. And they gave up on it.
And then they filled it up with 0W20 and gave up.
They just gave up on it. That was it. We're now here to do, well, this isn't hard by any means, but I don't know why I'm taking this clear bowl off. I'm just doing something. Waiting for that fuel to all leak out of the tank, the varnish, and then we got a new fuel pump for this. How about that? I just put it all out.
Darn it, there was rust in there.
Oh. All right, that's good enough. And now he's a multi-millionaire and has four PPs. Strong.
So these holes don't line up.
What? Can we drill it? So this master that we got from the old is wrong. So now we got to drill new holes in it. That's freaking
I thought that was
awesome.
going to take forever.
Dude, I thought so too. Made out of some really garbage iron. Wow, that is crazy. That's some garbage. Never surrender. All right, so when I ordered parts for this a couple weeks ago, I didn't get the fuel pump that operates the windshield wipers, which is the one that we have here. So I was always wondering on the Falcon video what this guy did. I knew it was a vacuum operated kind of thing, but I didn't realize it does the windshield wipers. So to order this pump, I think at the parts store is exponentially more expensive, but these are also worth a decent amount of money. But I already have one, so we're gonna let this one live its life in a scrapyard somewhere near you. That's not what I'm talking about. See how this is much thicker? Now I gotta shim our hardware from it out quite a bit, so that way we don't have issues cracking any cast iron and it falling in the rotating assembly and blah blah blah. New fuel pump's installed with a couple 3/8 shims on it. Now fuel line is in, carburetor soaking in some marble just because I don't really want to rebuild that until we're on the road in the middle of nowhere. New master is on. Now it's time to go pull the fuel line off the back and then blow backwards so we can get all the nastiness out of this thing and potentially use the tank, which would be crazy. I'm gonna guess the pickup sock's bad, but we'll try it out. We brought 2 5-gallon shysters of fuel, so we can at least use 1 5-gallon. I was gonna say waste. Hey, can you come and hold this on this tit? Can you come and touch this tit? Here's the thing, is right now we've got that girl. She is rusted to her line. That's also rusted and it's probably gonna blow out when we get pressure finally. To kind of combat that, when that happens, there's no way that's gonna come loose until we can kind of get that up in the air and play with it a little bit more. What I do is I take the soft line out of the back, the wheel cylinder, and then I just twist that guy loose, because that guy is one unit, that guy's a separate unit. So we just twist that away, and then we'll do the opposite in return when we get to the next point. So in a perfect world, this line comes off this time around, and then all we need to do is pop that loose when we actually get to it. Alrighty, here we go. See, it's a lot easier to get this unstuck with that rubber line out of the way. We're good to go on this, put it back together, and watch that steel line leak like a sieve.
So changed out brake master cylinder and stepped on the pedal a little bit, and it just got really hard. So now we're undoing the lines. Sean's doing the other side, I'm doing this side. I've got a little bit of fluid coming out of mine, so that's a good sign. And Sean, how are you doing?
I got a fire.
He's got a fire.
Oh.
I would say that is full of crap.
Signs, you name it.
Is it fine thread?
Yep, those are fine thread heads. I'm gonna fathom the guess probably 1/2 inch.
One tail light, opposite side.
Of course. Oh, hey, we got license plate light.
Yeah, we do have a license plate left.
Human abuse.
I don't know about you. I think we should put these on the back.
That's what's gonna go on it someday, right there. Mark my words. Well, we just figured everything out, boys and girls. Yep. 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 Everything is leaking.
Holy sh!
You know what my biggest pet peeve is about humans? Is they think it's like not a big deal if they don't have to do it.
I've done it before. Pop them out and put them in. Yeah.
Do you have some in your app you can pull out?
Well, I'm pretty sure they sell them at town.
100% doubt it. But this radiator's toast too.
I thought it was a new radiator.
He lied to you. Give the parts store a call, see if they have them. We're calling them right now to see if they have some freeze plugs for this motor. We can just knock these inside and then put new ones in. If that doesn't work, we're just gonna take it for a yard jaunt. I'd really like to take it for an actual drive. So that's our full main goal. I plugged both those, which is kind of an oopsie, because I need to add this guy. Because here's the thing, what we usually do, we add a temperature sensor / gauge, because there's really no use to doing an oil pressure gauge, because if it's done, it's done. That's all there is to it. So we're gonna throw this guy in. I'm planning on throwing it down at this bottom one, and I'm gonna knock those freeze plugs in, if they have them. If not, we're just gonna fill her full of water and take her for a drive. We're super lucky to have the retired man today. Not what you guys think I said, the retired man. He's gonna go grab us a couple kits so we can get this sucker patched. Mid-sentence, I was still thinking. We need some radiator stop the leak. Okay. Anyway, what I was saying, thank goodness. So he's gonna save our bacon on this one. So you didn't think we were gonna get crazy with this engine. Oh baby. That's further along than we've gotten most of our cars. I knew it. Everything was going so smooth. So smooth. And then I was getting ready to tell Alex, I'm like, it only takes 15 seconds for everything to go wrong.
And then it did.
And then everything went wrong. Fill you in on the details today. I'm headed out of state. So we got today to actually make this thing happen. Because I don't want to leave this thing at this poor guy's house. He's not a car guy. So we're going to get these brakes figured out. And the tires on, and then all we gotta do is fix the freeze plugs and wonder if the carburetor works. We're not complaining. I know everybody's like, gosh, I hate when people say they have a timeline, it's stupid. I'm not complaining, I'm just saying.
Well, what would happen if you didn't have a timeline? Never get it done.
So the good thing is the front brake lines I think are okay, but here's the back one right there. Yeah.
Can you see me?
Yeah, dude. What's up?
Okay, holding. Okay, holding.
All right. Hit the brake.
They're not doing anything.
She's an Edsel. You know what it is? Let's switch items here. And you know what? This was expected. I knew it. As soon as we got here, everything was like, oh gosh, this engine's fantastic, bro. Everything's going great. Get back from lunch. All right, we're coming down in the rear end so we can stop being tucked. All right, let's go to the front, baby. Should I jack up on that round thing in between the cross members?
Yes.
It looks like it's soft metal.
No, that looks pretty hard.
Oh, okay.
That's the fucking oil pan.
I know, dude.
Oh my god!
You took it like, oh wow, dude, he's actually doing it. I think I got a nice spot right in the center of the car to jack up. Ooh, we're a little small on those. Sure. Yep, it falls right inside. Oh, it's gone. It's not a nice sunny day anymore, but it is a nice sunny day for the Edsel because it's ready to be put back on the road. So, last time you saw us, our freeze plugs were bad. We pulled the freeze plugs out. We had brake issues. We had fuel tank issues. We had a lot of issues. We're here to mend those. So we've got fuel fixing. We've got freeze plugs on their way. And we are getting ready to adjust and bleed thy brakes. This Edsel is going to sail off because it's a boat, not a vehicle. It's so big. And yeah, that's it. Here we go. Since our tank sock is obviously clogged, tired than heck, what we're going to do here is we're going to route a fuel line through the rust. So that's the only way to go, you know. So we're going to drop it down through that hole, and so that way we cut it when we're driving around and it spontaneously combust. I'm going to cut the line down underneath with some line cutters, and then we're just going to hook right up to that steel line and blow it out one more time with an air pump. Then that will get us our fuel tank situation figured out to get her home, and we can order a new fuel tank when we get to that point. Okay, so these are 2 1/8 rather than the 2-inch we had the other day. I'm gonna try to slam it in there. I don't have any grease either, so let's put a little bit of grease on this sucker and slam it on in there.
So that pops right out once it gets pressure in there.
Well, I'm starting to think we probably should look how they install, because this is something I don't have to do very often. So potentially we should be using a Loctite rather than grease. That's too big. Too big. Too big. We've got the best brakes in our life, and Alex is lighting up the world.
Because there's a lot of moths in here.
Mothman. So grease plugs were wrong. So we are in the process of mending that. And once that's mended,
We can put these back on.
so our goal here is that we do a burnout because we have line lock. Back is capped, otherwise known as bent in a circle.
Why is it not sucking?
Dang it, dude.
You get any up there?
No. Well, let's wait for our squeezy plugs. Stick those in there, and then we can actually keep it running for a little bit and leak all of the water out of the radiator.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Better than the block.
Look at steam out of the block. Hell yeah, dude.
It's a steam engine.
Maybe we should revive a steam engine next. Would that not be sick though?
Yeah, let's just have it in Iowa.
Well, I know a bunch of guys steam engines though, seriously. And then we build up pressure in the boiler, and then it goes whoop, poosh, kills both of us. Dude, this, you want to talk about forearms? This is a workout. Look at that float.
Freeze plugs?
Freeze plugs. Freeze plugs. Freeze plugs I just came and got, they're too small now. Yeah.
We'll just use the rubber ones. We'll just turn it into a piece of plumbing.
Can we PEX this whole system?
Oh, I don't care.
Can we try that
We're
someday?
Pecs?
Yeah. You shit on your
Oh my
nipple.
gosh, dude. Why is it
Right on the nipple,
why is
too.
it perfect? We gotta go get a change t-shirt.
Yeah.
Now, why did we get rubber plugs? That's a good question. Well, I can't get my arm in there because maybe 2 1/8 would work, but we couldn't get in there well enough. There you go.
Yeah, so we need 2 1/16 freeze plugs. They don't got them. So
No, got such a thing.
we're doing rubber duckies in the holes.
Rubber ducky.
Just like a weird bath time.
What are you doing there, Pigpen? I'm on rubber duck now. Come on back.
Big old convoy rocking down the
And they still have, we're in the chunk storm.
Brand new.
This thing is straight out of. All right, go ahead again. We've got an even bigger leak now on this side. I think someday we should put gasoline in the coolant system. Did you shake that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That implosion.
I kind of wonder what it would do.
What a piece of shit.
Poncho. We gotta have to rebuild the whole carburetor. She's shot. It's just pouring fuel in right now. Here we are again using a wrench that should not be used on lines. But you know, what do we know? Carburetor needs rebuilt, so luckily we got a rebuild kit. The radiator has more holes than Swiss cheese. Fuel tank is probably clogged with as much varnish as I could stain a deck with. We use rubber freeze plugs, which we've already proved worked in a cooling system on that Jeep Ford control, so not as worried about that. What else do we got? Transpiring.
Still don't know if it has a clutch.
Oh, it definitely has a clutch. We know that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that so we foreshadow it, right? Isn't that what everybody says to do? There's a chance that the carb kit's wrong though. Wouldn't that be a disaster? She has substantial amount of blow by when we're running. Of course, I'm not being kind to it by any means. We also don't know if it's charging. But it's the end of the day, right there. All right, so we got this baby all tore apart. I'll be honest with you. We found one from the yard where we had to drive all the way back because that's what happened. So luckily, Dad collected a bunch of these because they're pretty frequently used. So we decided to rebuild this one just because this one's throttle assembly is all jacked up badly. So this one, I would say, is probably in better condition, potentially. But this one was just more original per se, so I kind of trusted it more. Right now, waiting on some brake cleaner on that. Got the fuel line ran for the boat tank. We blew out the old steel line, figured out it was not the steel line that was clogged, so it definitely is the tank sock is gone in the tank, which I don't know how a bunch of other YouTubers have really good luck with fuel tanks and brake lines and everything, but we don't have good luck like that. So our luck has been given out, and the good news is that we forget that carburetor rebuilt. This vehicle is going to be basically brand new, other than the lack of air cleaner on top of the carburetor. So inevitably it's going to suck as much bad stuff down the carburetor as it can, which is good for the old inline sixes. They like that. They like it a lot. I have no idea. Hey guys, I want to talk to you about VPN, service that I actually don't know anything about, and I was just literally paid to tell you about. We couldn't do it without it. Thanks VPN for sponsoring this video and sponsoring this carburetor. So a Holly glass bowl. The VPN paid for the glassness. They paid for the molding of the glass of the glass, and probably the sand that went into the glass. Huge shout out to them for this video. It was a good time partnering with them and glass.
This is why we will never partner with something stupid that doesn't make any sense to us, or why should it be on an automotive channel.
I'd honestly like just not to participate in any of those. I'd like to just be one with the people.
Zip up. Yes. Yeah. Yes, I need WAP. I fucking know the WAP.
Ton on it.
What do you mean?
You ain't gonna have time to put brake brakes on the back.
Here we go. Luckily, we stole this from one of our other projects. Like everything we have just gets stolen from one another until
Random screws.
random screws. You know what? That's funny because I just used the ball off of this. I put it in my stuff for the next throttle that doesn't have a ball. You know, like the little armature ball that goes balling, and it's a ball.
It does ball things.
It goes to the ball with the princess of the ball.
She already wants to idle.
That is a massive hole. I don't blame the seal. Also, we're not pulling fuel, so that's cool as well. Shoot. Gosh, dang, that thing was a quarter. Running very lean. Wet ass radiator.
Wave.
Here I am once again. This one is this one's been a little tricky, boys and girls. This one's a fighter. Generator is generator or the voltage regulator bad. Now I'm gonna the price for a voltage regulator or generator is way more than a one-wire alternator, at least for us around here. I'm gonna pull this generator off and try to fabricate up again some mounts to make a Chevy one-wire work in this old girl. Other than that, I one day shipped a radiator for this vehicle, so that way we can just throw an aluminum in it really quick for $100, $150 was all it was. There's virtually no reason to even keep messing with this old brass piece of junk, and we can leave it around here to where it belongs. Same with the generator. I know a lot of people will rebuild those, but this is just not, it's one of those things, it's not worth the time or effort. I'm gonna unbolt this guy really quick. Somebody used some stupid bolts to that. I'm gonna dump all the fluid out, catch it all in the catch pan, and then we'll be back at it again. Just like last time, the Falcon, and if this is the first time you're watching this, Any inline six Ford you can basically convert. Well, at least we're gonna say this generation of inline six, and then the generation with the 144s in them. So all you need to do is, see that tab? We need to bring that all the way down to this mounting surface right here, and then all we need to do is get a longer bolt and then put a bunch of washers for the upper mount, and that's all it takes, other than maybe a little bit of all thread, so you can bring it all the way through the back here and then all the way through the front, so that way it's not floppy boy. So other than that, we should be able to position it anywhere we need to. If you look at here, this is an aluminum radiator. This is not the radiator we ordered. The one I ordered was for a 390 Edsel V8. Big L. There's some poogie on there drying. Other than that, we went and got our stock item that we have in the shop that we never used off of a project, out of a Ford inline six. We also had a nice gentleman from the scrap pile find that one too, which is probably from one of my old projects. This one's closer yet. We've got a chance.
I don't know if that one will drop down because it's so wide.
This is a wide one. Okay, we're just gonna try everything we can find here.
That one's pretty wide too.
Too wide. Number one, L. Oh. We're out of luck, boys and girls. We're back to where we were at. Put all of our hope in the product I've never trusted, JB Weld, and a radiator that's seen knob. Look at all this all thread up in here. Now you can bolt your cotton-headed ninny muggins to it.
Selling drugs.
This thing's cursed. It's not pulling fuel and it's not charging. All right, give me some time. I gotta wire the rest of the alternator up because he didn't give me the one I asked for. He gave me the one you have to fully wire. Oh, dude, I bet we ruined the fuel pump because it sucked up some varnish. Let's pull this off and see if it'll pump. This is voltage. Now we see it turn up the idle and skyrocket it.
Okay.
Gosh, I don't know who rebuilt that carburetor, but they are moronic. Edsel, you know, I don't know. I really don't. This is one I couldn't tell you. Someone could have messed with it a month ago, but they didn't know what they're doing if they messed with it a month ago. So we're just gonna say it's been a long time. Holy friggin' mom, dude! Oh, oh, oh! Oh my gosh, they're multiplying. She's miraculously running better.
So the thing runs perfectly. It's just we aren't getting fuel. So we're gonna change out the line from all the way up here to all the way back to our boat tank. And then if that doesn't work, then we're basically screwed and we have to replace the fuel pump.
Yeah, to be kidding me. Bad, boys and girls. It's not even a bad eat, it's just bad. Leave it in the strap field.
We'll make it someday if we keep...
Fill the bowl 45 more times, we'll make it. Up Gangnam style. Oh. Let's take this thing apart. I don't know how a fuel pump works. That is definitely not as interesting as I was hoping. Always use your line wrenches, kids. I'm confuzzled. I just wanted to let you know, we just wasted, how many minutes has it been?
8 minutes.
Well,
Well, probably 15 minutes now.
we just wasted 15 minutes on, as you guys heard, that fuel pump's good,
But it ain't.
but it ain't good because I think whatever we have going down there, or going on down there, I don't think it's, so now we're sitting in an Edsel, enjoying a nice cornfield night. You know, this substantially holds more fuel than I ever thought. All right, I'm gonna run and I'm gonna send her home.
Just fill up the bowl and go until the bowl gives out. Fill it up again.
As you'll notice, there's no blithering sound of an inline six. Yep, that's because it's off, and we're just coasting. She's got good bearings in her, otherwise known as houses. It's got good bones. Not really. You can see the ground again. Hey, we made it. It's on the hill now. Why did I see this any differently? Let's rip it! I get up at 1 every day and go to sleep at 12:59. Dude, I was sending it all the way to the Ergies.
Oh, burgies?
I was, but we don't need to if we don't have to. Watch that clear bowl fill up.
Oh, yeah. Woo! It's got some action, dude.
The smell went away and then it came right back very strong.
That's straight coolant.
It's squirting, bro. Fucking run. Jesus Christ. Don't open it. What are you doing? God.
Oh my god. What happened? Oh, I think the freezer's split in half, dude. Oh, it's split in half. All right, boys and girls. This is as far as we go with the old Edsel.
What did we learn today?
What did we learn this project? Well, persistency is key in every situation you come in. So keep on trying. Keep on keeping on, I guess. I don't know. Some of them are really, some of them are really bad projects, but you just got to keep pushing through them and keep on trying. And well, you know what? Persistency made the Edsel take its first flight in a while. Do you want to see the Edsel again? It was saved from the junkyard at least. Now what do we do with it? Do we pass it on to the next guy?
Fire extinguisher?
Oh, I wish.
I have one.
No, it's all right. It's not. Thank you. Yeah, we'll see you guys on the next one. Have a great time. Peace out. I didn't get my burnout out of this car, so.
Come on.
I don't know. Is it just a piece?
Yeah, it came from the fender.
There's a mouse house down there.
Just the big old pile.
Bah, 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 bah. Dang, that was violent.
And glove box open.
Yeah.
It's like,
Was it really?
yeah.
Unbelievable. This car is worthless, dude.